Hey Red Wings fans, I'm here with Red Wing legend Kris Draper. Let's get into things with the NHL season pause. We are going to be replaying some of those awesome, memorable games that you got to play in. And first question, we're going to dig into the 97 Stanley Cup Finals. What was your reaction when you found out you and the grind line were going to match up against those Phillies Legion of Doom?
A little surprised. We knew in 1997, obviously, a lot to prove. We went through a lot of disappointments. Everyone knows what happened in 1996 against Colorado. So I think going into the 97 playoffs, we felt that we had a lot to prove. We had a big chip on our shoulder, and getting into matchups and what it was going to be. I think a lot of people thought it was either going to be Stevie Weisline or even the Russian Five going against the Legion of Doom, and they were talking about Vladimir Konstantinov going against Eric Lindros, and in the end for the opening face-off in a lot of the series, it was the grind line. It was myself, and we always kind of go with the slash there with Joe Kocur and Darren McCarty on the right side, and on the back end it was Larry Murphy and Nick Lidstrom. I think, Scotty, whatever was going to be predictable, you knew that Scotty was going to throw a massive curveball. It was a surprise, but I'll tell you what, I just remember being in that tunnel in Philadelphia and just waiting for the introduction, knowing that, I'm about to start game one of the 1997 Stanley Cup Finals, and, something that, we were all very proud of and excited to be a part of.
Belief gets you a long way, doesn't it?
You know what? It really does. Something just felt different in 1997. I think, the games that we played, obviously we made the big trade at the start of the year to bring in Brendan Shanahan. We felt that we could play kind of any brand of hockey that was going to be played. If you wanted to run and gun, we had the guys that could do that. If you wanted to kind of get in the trenches and battle, and play tough and play physical, we felt we could do that as well. So, Scotty really trusts his lines, 1 through 4, and then obviously on the back end we had 3 great pairs, anchored by two of the best with Nick Lidstrom and Vladimir Konstantinov, and obviously Mike Vernon in net was playing some unbelievable hockey for us. So with all that, when you put all of that together, and then all of a sudden we got off to a really good start in game 1. I think we answered a lot of questions when that puck was dropped. All of a sudden, we looked fast, we looked physical, we were very organized, we were very competitive, and I think it was really important for us to kind of set the tone, for ourselves, for us to believe in ourselves, and obviously winning the first game, going into another building, going into a tough building to play, and obviously a tough crowd. Tough stadium, and to come out with a game 1 victory, put us in a real good situation going into game 2.
Now, will you be watching all of these games?
I will be, definitely. It's pretty fortunate to sit right here and walk down memory lane, and just the the teammates, the success. You see some of the fans that were brought to tears, that after we had won the Stanley Cup. And I'll never forget, there's one guy, and all of a sudden he kind of puts his head on the glass and he just sits there, and he's just, so it's almost like he played the game. He was exhausted, and we finally won the Stanley Cup, and you just kind of, you see it on the fans of how much, it meant. Those things just, I think you go, you play it, you understand it, but when your career is over and you kind of sit back and you see moments like that, it's pretty special.
Wonderful. I know it's going to be great for you and the fans to take a trip down memory lane. That's all I have for you, but do you want to leave Hockey Town with a message?
Stay inside, stay quarantined, listen to everything that's going on, the social distancing. We have to do that. I saw a funny thing in Canada that basically social distancing is basically the length of a hockey stick, of how far you have to stay apart from everybody. But for me, once again, just the first responders. It's amazing of what they're doing. The doctors, nurses, EMTs, day in and day out. To keep us safe and to keep us healthy. So I can't thank you enough. My family can't thank you enough. And I know the Detroit Red Wings and all of Hockey Town thank you. So thank you very much. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy, and let's do our part.
Love it. Draper, thank you so much again for taking time out of your very busy schedule. It's always appreciated.
You sure we're done?
I'm a fan.
You sure we're done? We don't have anything else to talk about?
Thank you so much.
It,
I hope the Draper is healthy. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you very much. Okay, bye-bye.